Today, we need to collect and upgrade massive cannons. And with those giant overpowered cannons,
we need to murder chickens.
we need to murder a lot of chickens. As we're murdering these bumbling morons, we can upgrade our defenses or the cannons themselves. Since I have $30,000, we're going to buy some more level 1 cannons and merge them all together. Because obviously we're getting a little bit overwhelmed already. But we're going to fix that. You want some cannons? I'll give you some cannons. Level 4. 240 damage and $9,000 because I'm a winner. Is that enough to solve the chicken problem, or are we not done yet? Looks like to make it to the wall, so we're going to add just a few more little cannons. That should help push us over the edge. That seems to have solved our overpopulation problem. I can also just click on this to increase the damage of my level 1 cannon, but we're not going to have level 1 cannons for very long anyways. They'll just keep trying until they inevitably fail or succeed. Either way, we're just upgrading cannons the whole time. 480 damage. That's going to be a big gun for us. It's just non-stop upgrades and money in this game. I feel like we're fighting not the most intellectually able-bodied army. We also have upgrades for whatever these are, but they're very expensive. Cannon damage, decreased price, increased profit. We do somehow already have $240,000. We kind of just make money out of nowhere. While I'm smashing cannons together for upgrades, we're just making money in the background through murder. I'm also going to give my castle more HP now because they're clearly making a lot of money and need a little bit of defensive help. We also need better cannons. We have all level 4s and 1 level 5 at this point. The chickens are still hitting the wall, but not by much. I think in order to fix that, we're going to make 2 level 5s. That's going to turn into 1 level 6. That's 960 damage. It even changed color. And then we're going to buy a whole bunch more of these. These are all just level 2 by default now, so this level 1 can just probably go straight in the garbage where it belongs. I feel like it's only been a couple seconds. We made another $250,000. So I really like the rate at which we go. We already have another level 5 cannon we're going to put up top. This is probably enough to defeat the wave. There are 2 big chickens, but I'm not really that worried about the big chickens. They seem a little dumb. In fact, they just are a little dumb. And we are unlocking more upgrades for level 2 cannons already. I mean, we don't really need to do that, but we're going to anyway. You can just never have too much damage. Okay, I now realize that by clicking on this upgrade, we're not upgrading the cannons, we're buying level 2s. Soon we'll be able to buy level 3s, so it's less combining. Because obviously it's very hard work having to put these things together. Level 5s turn into level 6, level 6s turn into whatever this is, some kind of super cannon, a minigun. And now we're buying level 3 cannons, so there's much less combining. Like already we have another level 6, and 10 seconds ago level 6 was our strongest cannon. So the upgrades are coming stupidly quick. I can't even really keep up with what's happening, but what else is new? 2 level 6s make a level 7. We have 2 level 7s. The chickens can't even get to the wall right now. We'll put this level 4 to this one to make a level 5. We got some very big chickens up top, but they've got to get through all of this damage. And in fact, they might. Once it got to the wall, they destroyed it. They're obviously very strong. So we're going to give an extra 5% cannon damage across the board. And then, since we're making like $100,000 a second, we're just going to continue to buy and upgrade cannons. I need them all to turn blue right away. And then whatever's after blue. They're sending in the Vikings. But the Vikings never had to fight miniguns. The next 5% damage is going to cost $25 million. So clearly the money is going to keep going up. That's a lot of idiots running toward me. But we're also making money at a stupid rate. Okay, the chickens have made it to my walls and they're doing some damage. We need better cannons. And we're also going to increase our profit by 5%. We really are making a lot of money just due to mass murder. There's another 500,000, so our upgrades are 5% cheaper. Individual cannons are costing a lot of money now. Luckily, I can literally just sit here. I'm exchanging time for cannons and I've got lots of time. One thing I can do right now is combine our level 7s into a level 8 for the first time ever. 4,000 damage, and it's a very fancy looking cannon. I think that also means, yeah, we can straight up buy level 4 cannons at this point, and they're so cheap. Like, we can buy all of those into a level 7, and we can still buy so many more. We can actually turn all of those into another level 8, so we're going to put those into level 6, and there's 2 level 8 cannons. That should be enough to keep the idiots at bay. Well, at least it was for a minute. We're clearly going to have to keep buying more cannons because they're getting strong. This is just the kind of game I can spend an absolute fortune and time on. Why, yes, I think I will upgrade my cannons some more. Thank you for asking. 3 level 8s. I'm not sure if it's better to have 1 super strong cannon or multiple lesser cannons. This one does 8,000 damage though. That also means we're buying level 5s. So combining level 5s is quickly going to escalate things quickly. Because we can just smash all those into another level 8 already. And if we want, we can actually combine those together and then the 2 level 9s into a level 10. That's got to be good. That's a milestone. 16,000 damage. And now we can buy level 6s. So we smash those together, we can start placing those on the board just to keep the idiots at bay. The chickens definitely get strong quickly though, because they're still making it to my wall and destroying it. Luckily I've got a plan on how to stop them. I'm just going to keep buying cannons until they can't go anymore. I did most of this wave forgetting to fill in some of the blank spots with cannons, so I think we're probably getting pretty strong. That's the boss, and we turned him into a coin. I think with all the cannons we have on board already, we can already make a level 11. 32,000 damage. It's got 2 turrets. So we're just going to let it work for a second. I want to see how strong this is by itself. So far, it's actually enough to do this. It's defending the wave single-handedly up until this point. Even the boss, it's destroyed the boss. We can give our walls a little bit more defense. It's actually almost doing this wave entirely by itself. Well, let's give it a little support. We're already buying tier 7. So we'll give it some help with a tier 10, then we're going to buy some more 7s. Plus a 9, plus an 8. We can even throw a 6 down there, and that's enough to really destroy the wave. And we actually made the $25 million we needed to get our next upgrade, so we can increase profit 10%. Well, the turrets are costing $1 million each at this point, but we can spend $25 million and more damage at the same time. The game's trying to convince me it's giving me a gift by giving me a level 4 turret once in a while. I just throw them straight in the garbage. We're buying up to level 7. And it's nice of them to make them glow when I pick them up because numbers are hard. But we're just going to keep the upgrade train rolling. Number 9, 10, 11. 2 11s make it level 12. That's just one big turret, but it does 68,000 damage. So I feel like it's going to do some damage all on its own. We're going to upgrade our HP a little bit just to counteract the chicken damage. I'm also going to decrease the price for upgrades because we buy a lot of those, so every little bit's going to help. We're buying level 8 turrets now. These basically instantly turn into world-destroying turrets. Yes, they do cost $1 million each, but we're making like $1 million a second. It's just so satisfying. It's just non-stop upgrades and whatever this is. We should probably find out what comes after 12. It's going to be 13, but we need to see what kind of turret it is. It's that thing. It comes with a handle. We're getting a wide variety of enemies coming at us. We have wizards with maces, we have knights, and barbarians with cleavers. This one only has one eye. We're making hundreds of millions of dollars now, so we're feeling pretty rich. With the damage we're putting out right now, we are destroying pretty much everything single-handedly. Like, that's not going to be a problem. He didn't even get the honor of dying before the victory thing showed up. I want to find out what a level 1 million cannon looks like. I kind of want an auto combiner at this point, that way I can upgrade even faster. But we have 2 level 13s, so we get a level 14 now. That's got to do some real big damage. 270,000 and level 10s at the base, so we're gonna have a lot of damage going out, and that very well might be enough to absolutely destroy this wave single-handedly. There's even a big Viking boss. Again, we had victory before he was defeated, so we clearly don't have much faith in him. I feel like it won't be very long before we find out what's beyond level 14. I already have a level 13 sitting here, so it's just a matter of putting the appropriate parts together, and then we get a level 15. And that's probably going to change color again. It's still red, but it does 540,000 damage. I like how the game keeps giving me level 5s. Like, I get level 11s out of the crates now, so we don't really need their charity. Like, they're giving me a level 7. It's got to be a joke. They're just making fun of me at this point. I thought it'd be fun to build up to the point where cannons cost $154 million each. And then look at the difference between a single level 15 cannon against this wave. It naturally gets quickly overwhelmed. The difference between having that and all of these cannons, suddenly we're absolutely pushing the chickens all the way back. And that's helping me earn some money again, but we're fighting the chickens so bad that like they're hardly even spawning in at this point. And from there, I guess we can do something fun to find out what's next. Level 16. It's a yellow one with antennas. And that one officially does over 1 million damage by itself, and that means we're buying up to level 12s. And we're officially billionaires. I didn't even notice from all the dying. We're gonna need more profit. $1.13 billion, but that'll pay for itself in no time. Okay, we're gonna smash our 15s together into a 16, then we're gonna put our 16 together to find out what comes next. 2.16 million damage from a single tower. Today this video is really just about learning to count. And for those of us that have a vendetta against chickens. Look at all the colorful idiots. They're getting so strong, but we're still being stronger. We also need to spend more billions of dollars on damage. So our level 17 is doing 2.5 million damage. We have 2 level 17s that was easy enough to defeat that wave. We also need to get our next upgrade for decreased prices. Now upgrades are going to come faster than ever. Before spending more money on more, we're going to combine our 17s into an 18. That's going to be that looks kind of like a vacuum cleaner. And like a vacuum cleaner does 5 million damage. I really wouldn't mind if the game wanted to stop giving me gift cannons because they tend to be way under leveled. Like even now I've got a level 12 turret on my wall that's actually got to go because it's just garbage at this point. And then we're going to put those two 18s together to make it even stronger. 19, almost 10 million damage. That means we're getting 15 levels when we're buying them. $1 billion really doesn't feel like that much anymore. I don't even have a full wall of cannons at this point. I forgot to fill that space. But we have $3 billion. We can just sit back and relax and watch them die endlessly. The next upgrades are going to cost $53 billion, so we definitely have some grinding to do. But it won't take that long. At the rate we're making money and killing things, we already have a level 20 turret. This one comes with a face, 20 million damage. That's awfully dangerous. That also means we have a lot of high level towers. Plus we have a nice color scheme going on, and that's very satisfying. I've hardly even noticed all the chickens die. buying. I'm just having fun combining things. Cannons are getting a little bit expensive at $8 million, but it's worth it. We get to find out what comes after 20. Giant 21. 40 million damage. And now when you buy them, we're getting level 17s. So we've already got another level 20, and then a level 19 and a 17. We should probably spend some money upgrading our castle walls. We can afford it. Remember a second ago when I said we had some grinding to do to get $53 billion? Well, we're already halfway there, and we just spent all of our money. I guess I'm just really good at matching numbers and combining towers. Wave 21 seems to be a little bit stronger. Pretty sure I know how to fix that. We're going to spend $53 billion in profit increase, and then rack up even more billions of dollars to buy more towers with. We can smash all those together, so then we get 2 level 21s. If we put them together, we should get a level 22 that does 80 million damage. That also resets the price of towers so they're back to only 700 million. Even now, they're only $2 billion, and that's actually a very good deal. Then we combine all our remaining towers, and suddenly the wave doesn't seem nearly so intimidating. But it is getting to the point where we have to do just a little bit of grinding to be able to mow down the chicken army. And the massive upgrade can be as simple as buying 5 new towers. Because we can combine them all into a single level 20, we combine it with an existing one, we have another level 21. Which is a huge tower. Also, when did we get $100 billion? We're going to upgrade cannon damage and prices. Probably should have done that the other way around, but just play it backwards in your mind. Towers are up to $15 billion each, so those aren't particularly cheap anymore. But I did get another level 20, so that's another level 21. And we're going to use these two, so our wall just got a lot stronger. Okay, I think it's time we find out what comes after 22. Should be 23, and double the damage. 188 million from a single tower. And that reset the prices a little bit. Now we're buying level 19s. So we can really cheaply and quickly buy brand new towers. They're going to do a ton of damage. And what's crazy is level 15s used to be way stronger than anything we had. Now we're throwing them in the garbage. Just like I do with anything I forget about for more than 10 seconds. But those most recent upgrades are absolutely destroying even Wave 21. The chickens haven't crossed the 3rd square yet. Now they're starting to get somewhere thanks to that big idiot. He made it to the wall, then subsequently died a horrible death. They'll probably defeat me here, but we're getting very close. And I've got time to grind this out. We're going to combine these into a 22. That's going to help me out in a big way. That also gave me hundreds of billions of dollars. I see now that leveling up gets me a lot of money. I know it's been very obvious to most of you in the comments up until this point, but I'm incredibly stupid, so I don't see these things often. So even behind the scenes over here, I combined up to a 21. That's going to get us a 22. And to another 23, let's go straight up to a 24. 400 million damage, and it's got 3 barrels. That should mean things are a little bit cheaper. We're buying level 20s. So that means we can very quickly throw some level 22s forward. And that means we're decimating the chicken army again, and we just got a massive upgrade. Look at all these level 20s that quickly become a level 23 that we're going to add to our wall. And we really don't need it. We just destroyed that wave. I didn't even notice we were destroying it that badly, and here we are. Okay, we're going to turn the 22s into a 23. We're going to throw the 21 up at the wall. And then we're going to sit back and laugh as they all die a horrible death while we sit happily behind our safe walls. I guess while we're at it, we'll see what comes after 24. Almost a billion damage. 3/4 billion damage from a single tower. And that reset the prices again. And of course, upgraded what we get coming out of there. So there's an easy 23, which turns into a 24. I never noticed things like the triple barrels actually fire 3 at once. That's going to be pretty good for killing chickens. I just combined some towers and it leveled me up. So we're officially trillionaires. I think that might be a new chicken, but I haven't been paying particularly close attention. Whatever it is, he's very tough. And we seem to just ignore him suddenly. Guys, he's destroying our wall. There we go. And that's another wave defeated, as long as we can kill this little nugget. Alright, well, we made that look easy, so naturally we're just going to keep adding damage. Alright, so we're very quickly going to add another 24 to our lineup. You know what, let's add another 25. Let's face it, we can afford it. We're going to throw that one away, we're going to throw that one away just because we're filthy rich. Then we're going to put a 23 up here. I'm just kidding, we're going to combine those into a 24 and let them sit there. And then you know what? We're going to sit back and relax and let the game grind itself up some money for a while. You'd think $1 trillion would get us an unreasonable amount of upgrades. It really won't buy us more than a few towers at this point, but those few towers really can make a difference. Well, we're going to combine our 225s into a level 26. That's got to be 1.5 billion damage. And to reset our prices again, now we're buying level 22s. So level 21s we're just going to throw away, and that seems insane. So now the lowest tower on my wall is a 24, and those are now actually already gone. So we're going to have 2 26s, and we're going to find out what's after that. 3 billion damage for whatever this thing is. That's single-handedly, that's one-shotting chickens. Plus we have $5.5 trillion. So we're going to increase our profit and get cheaper upgrades. Probably going to buy more towers because I don't think one is going to cut it. But that already gave us another 25, 24, and 26. 23. And so far, that's good enough to destroy everything. And we're going to combine it into a 26. I do think it's worth it to continually upgrade. Every time they double in damage, so by the time they've upgraded 2 levels, they're infinitely stronger than before. Like at level 20, it wouldn't even be worth it to throw it out on the wall. Compared to those, its difference would be negligible. These 4 towers we currently have might be enough to actually finish off this wave. And that's saying something, because these waves are getting strong. I'm going to upgrade it just to get some health back. Chickens are going to win, but just... oh, we did win somehow. Alright, well they did destroy a wall, but apparently not. We won and were defeated, all at the same time. And for leveling up there, for creating a 25 level tower, we got $13.5 trillion. So we're getting an extra lots of damage. That, I think, actually doubled our damage, because we really needed the help. So 26 is 27, we're going to make a 28 level tower, 8 billion damage from a single tower. Now we're buying level 24s from this store, and we got a level 27 already in support. Plus we've leveled up yet again, so we're going to make 27s. That means we're going to go beyond to 28 already. 16 billion damage from that thing. Pretty sure level 23 is going to be garbage because we're buying 25s. And we've cleared the wave without even trying, and we have another 28 already. Cannons are costing over $1 trillion each, but we can afford it. And we leveled up again, so we've now got $100 trillion. We're also going to make a level 30 tower. This is going to be absurd. 32 billion damage. But even that's not strong enough to do it on its own, so we're going to buy level 26s and smash them all together. Okay, we've already combined them all, so we're already making level 31 tower. I don't know why upgrades are coming so easy suddenly, but we have a crystal thing. 64 billion damage out of that. Obviously, the waves are still getting pretty strong, but so are we. We're buying level 27 towers, and these are upgrading stupidly quick. Because already we have a level 32 tower. We haven't even seen the 31 tower work, but we have a 32, 130 billion damage. And now, of course, we buy 28 straight from the shop, so we can actually get rid of those. We're going to throw some 30s on the wall to help give it a little bit of support for a second. While its damage is high, we really just need raw numbers of eggs going out to help defend us. I'm also going to buy increased profit, buy a lot. The next upgrade is 5.86 AA, which I think is quadrillion. I'm also going to buy decreased price and more damage. So our level 32 cannon is currently doing 200 billion damage. And I feel like that's still not good enough. So let's find out what's after that. Tier 33, 400 billion damage. And that means we've unlocked more cheap upgrades, so there's another 32 going out already. We're quadrillionaires. And that means we've already put together enough towers to make a level 34. 773 billion damage, and we cleared the wave without even trying. And that, of course, means we're buying tier 30 towers, so if we buy one round, we get a 33. So all we have to do is buy one more round of those, and we can already upgrade everything to a 35. 1.5 trillion damage, and it fires a burst of 3 at a time, and it looks like it's one-shotting everything in front of it. So what comes after 35? Upgrades are coming so quickly. 3.09 trillion damage, and it fires quickly. I added a few supporting towers to give a hand, and so far so good. We're absolutely destroying even wave 28. But what we really need to find out is what a tier 37 cannon looks like. It looks like a jet engine, and it probably acts somewhat the same. I'm not even really sure what I just did, but we now have a 38 cannon. 12.4 trillion damage. That seems like plenty. But what's even better is the next level, 25 trillion damage. And you know what? Why stop there? Tier 40 tower, 50 trillion damage. It looks like the world's most dangerous pair of binoculars. And now we're buying tier 36 towers from the shop. This seems so unfair to the chickens. Because in fact, it is. But we're going to let the game run like this for a year, come back and collect our quintillions of dollars and upgrade into further madness.